Hey, remember Kilmar Garcia, the Maryland father?
Oh, yeah. He's
remember him?
Nice guy. Great.
Oh,
great.
I mean, aside from the human trafficking and beating the shit out of his wife, he's...
But come on.
Who among us, right?
Come on.
Right? So, the judge, in his case, U.S. Magistrate Judge Barbara Holmes has scheduled a hearing for Wednesday to discuss the release of Kilmar Garcia until his official trial, because she says overall the court cannot find from the evidence presented that Abrego's release clearly and convincingly poses an irremediable danger to other persons or to the community. It's just like, he was extradited back to the United States to stand trial for human trafficking in Tennessee. So there's that. There's that. We do, by the way, have body cam footage of him in the car with all of these people. And the cop's like, hey, how many rows do you have in this vehicle? Here's a refresher for that.
Hello, sir. How are you? Good, and you? All right.
Good, and Jules?
You got a bunch of people in here, don't you?
How many rows have you got in here? 4?
Where?
4 seats? 4 rows of seats?
Yeah, it's three seats. Yeah, with him. Yeah.
Did y'all put an extra one in?
Huh?
Did y'all put another one in?
No inglés.
Did it come like this?
Use the truck.
I've never seen one with that many seats in it.
So he goes on to the cop goes on to radio. You hear him radio and say like this looks like a human I mean, cops deal with this all the time, right? So they know the signs to look for. He's like, I think that this is human trafficking. And then, by the way, if that wasn't enough to convince Judge Holmes that this guy might pose a danger to the community and beyond, I'd like to just remind everyone this Maryland father, okay? I want to play his own wife giving an account of how she feared him. Watch.
And I kept trying to get to the door basement to try to open the door, and then like he pushed me. So then when I was able to go outside to get a phone, I called 911 from a disconnected phone. Now they took a long time to get to the house. It was probably like 20-30 minutes. So I saw a neighbor walking his dog, and I opened the door and I was like, help. And then when he heard me, like he grabbed me from my hair and then he slapped me. And then the neighbor, like he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to react. I have pictures of the evidence, like all the bruises, because it's not, even on Wednesday, he hit me like around like 3 a.m. He would just wake up and like hit me. And then last Saturday for my daughter's birthday party, before I went to my daughter's birthday party, he slapped me 3 times. And then last week I did call the police. My sister called the police because he hit me in front of my sister.
That was, I mean, there have been multiple restraining order and domestic violence, calls on this guy. But other than that, really good guy.
Great guy. Maryland father.
Illegal.
Yeah.
Illegal, human trafficker, domestic abuser. And he, by the way, was here and had a deportation notice, but couldn't be deported to El Salvador only because he said at the time that there was a gang that was terrorizing his parents, like, what was it? Papusa stand. Thank you, Stephen. His mom's papusa stand, which I don't know. Call me crazy. Gangs don't like target random papusa stands unless you're their rival somehow.
And wasn't this like years and years and years?
It was, and ask yourself if that gang is still in the streets of El Salvador.
Is the gang still in the streets of El Salvador? Sarah?
Oh, no. It's not. Because there's a new sheriff in town in El Salvador, and those guys are locked the up. So you tell me whether or not this man poses a danger to the community. I would say so based off of what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's going to happen. He'll either flee and they won't be able to find him, or he'll go on and do something, within his own character, which is, something violent. Or because if a lot of these people, you've seen it, if people know, if criminals know that they're going to go away for a long time, they go on a crime spree. I mean, we've seen it over and over and over again. I mean, this is what happens. And if it does happen, then it's squarely at the feet of this judge. I mean, what are they thinking, Sarah? I don't.
Well, he's a Maryland father. How's he supposed to be a Maryland father if he's locked up, Did you think of that?
I didn't. I don't think of much though. Really, when it comes to these, I just don't think of much just generally.
I just is like, what the hell do we have to do to get these people the fuck out of our country?
I
Like,
think
it's crazy to me. You've got the Supreme Court ruling that we have to bring the guy back. We already shipped the guy back to where he came from. Didn't get a thank you, by the way. And then they're like, no, actually, you got to bring the gang member back. So you bring the gang member back, and then the judge is like, actually, I don't think that this gang member is gang member enough to cause a danger to the community. Like, what does he have to do for you guys to be like, maybe we should get him the hell out of our country? I don't get it.
I can imagine there being like a normal world sketch where, like, you know, the police pull them over and they go up and they go, how many rows have you got? And he's like, 4, and they're all there and they're all like tied up. And then he pulls out and he goes above and they're on the roof rack, you know, all tied up like this.
Bunch of money, bunch of
loads
drugs.
of money.
Yep.
And he's got all like white powder all over him. They're like, nothing to see here, carry on. You know, the judge. But you know, this really does demoralize the police.
Yeah.
It really does demoralize the police.
I can imagine.
And nobody talks about this because they go and they risk their lives to get, because that's every traffic stop. They're risking their lives. And then it goes in front of a judge. They're like, what's the point?
Right.
It's really bad for morale.
That's a great point. Okay, let's leave that there. We'll pay attention to what happens. It's on on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens with that. But from her, what she's already written, I can't imagine that she's
getting out.
Yeah, she's going to release him. He's just going to be back on the streets. I'm sure his wife's real happy about that. I know she went around parading herself around crying that he was jailed. Baby, he's going to beat the crap out of you again. So, like, I wouldn't be very happy about that if I were you. If you like this clip and you want to see the full episode, click here. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, come on, you know you do. Click here.